check it.
Hello, dear viewer. Welcome to another KCC revision. My name is Edwin Nyongesa. If you are new to this channel, please help by liking, commenting, and subscribing to this channel to help our channel reach more people. Now, today in our episode today, we want to address the question of the trick. What is the trick in Fathers of Nations? First of all, Fathers of Nations is a political satire. We have had so many students, so many tutors, so many enthusiasts of literature wondering and asking what is the trick in Fathers of Nations. So please sit by, don't go far away from your screen. I will be explaining and putting the idea of the trick into perspective so that you can appreciate it even much more. Now, to put it into perspective, remember, Fathers of Nations, there is a summit that's going to be held in Banjul, the Gambia. The purpose of this summit is to adopt a document that has been put together by 20 Nobel Peace Prize laureates, clever guys that have put this document together that will put Africa on a new trajectory of development, an Africa that is free from civil wars and rigged elections and what have you. So there is going to be this summit, and all the 50 heads of state are going to meet in Pinnacle Hotel, where they're going to deliberate over a document called, of course, Way Omega. But unknown to them, we have conspirators through AGDA, that is Agency for Governance and Development in Africa, through their special director projects, that is TAD Long Way. They have come up with a rivaling document, a parallel document to Way Omega. This document is called Path Alpha. And so these two documents are going to be deliberated upon, but one of them is not on the agenda, that is Path Alpha. It will be sneaked in the agenda. And of course, the whole idea of the trick will come in through the youth called Nick Sentinel, the youth at Voice of America. These are the guys that are snooping on the conversations. They are harvesting conversations, wireless transmissions, and all manner of transmissions. They are snooping on them because apparently America is an interested party in this summit. And so the youth technician at VOA tells Fiona Mackenzie. Remember, Fiona Mackenzie is a journalist for the Gambian News, but she has been loaned to Voice of America because of her African accent, accent rather. And so she's going to play a very critical role where, of course, her by virtue of being African, is going to play a key role even as she covers proceedings in the summit and her opinion and whatever. So she's been told by Nick Sentinel that there is a trick. And so she's told to look for a guide. There's a guide in that is this. Fathers of Nations. We have what we call the guide. The guide is the guide to 4 travelers. There are 4 guys who are traveling to Banjul, the Gambia. They are travelers. They are going to partake. They have observer status. And so these 4 guys are, of course, Kimani Karanja from that is Kenya. We have Chineke Chiamaka, Pastor Chineke Chiamaka from Nigeria. We also have Comrade Ngobile Melusi from Zimbabwe and Engineer Saif Tahir from Libya. So these are the 4 observers. And then their guide is actually Dr. Folabi, who is a lecturer at University of Ibadan. And so it is Sentinel that is asking Fiona Mackenzie to go and find out what the trick is from the guide, who is Dr. Folabi. And that's where now we come across the idea of the trick. So again, dear listener, what is the trick in that is Fathers of Nations? Now, the trick comes around when we are told that the chair to the summit, who is supposed to be actually the host, that is the Gambian president, has declined the honor of being the the chair of the host, I mean, the chair of the summit. Most of the time, protocol dictates that the host must always be the chair. But in this case, the host president, that's the Gambian president, has stepped down, has bypassed this honor of serving as the chair to the summit. And so, what is going to happen really is that there is a new chair by the name Miniko Menkiti, president from a very important African country, who is going to serve as the chair. And it is this new chair, Miniko Menkiti, that has a ploy under his sleeve. It is this new chair that has a trick under his sleeve. Remember, the host president has refused to chair the summit because he does not want to please some of the presidents and displease others. That's what he does not want. So this new chair, Miniko Menkiti, has a trick. And this trick is to eliminate the need for a consensus. He wants to eliminate the need for a consensus. Remember, there are two documents. One of them, which is actually on the agenda, is called Way Omega. But there's another document that has been sneaked in through Afolabi and AGDA. It is called Path Alpha. So the new chair does not want, the need for, it wants to eliminate the need for consensus. I mean, consensus can come around when you vote, when you're voting, and he wants to eliminate, and instead he wants to come up with a method, another method of deciding which document to adopt. Of course, this method will be called the choice matrix, and it will be chaired by President Bangora, if you have read the book well. And so this is the trick that he does not want. He wants to eliminate the need for a consensus, and he wants to achieve what we call a win-win result. The new chair wants to adopt to achieve a win-win result. In either way, if Path Alpha wins, he wins. If Way Omega wins, he wins. So he wins when he wins, and he loses even when, he wins even when he loses. So he wants to achieve that win-win kind of result by eliminating the need for consensus. And just in a nutshell, we are saying that this is going to work, especially for Path Alpha Brigade. It's going to work for them because they are going to get a breathing space. They're going to get some air to breathe. Remember, this is a document that has been sneaked in, and by eliminating the need for voting and consensus, they are going to be given some fighting, to do, and some chance to win. And that's why even at the end of it all, the method committee, we see the method committee is actually coming up with choice matrix in which they are tossing a coin, President Bangora tossing a coin, and at the end of it all, it is actually Path Alpha document that was not on the agenda is the one that is going to carry the day. They are going to win. And it's also important that you understand a little bit what the difference between the two documents. Now, Way Omega is rich, big on ideas and difficult in implementation. On the other hand, Way Omega has very few ideas but rich in implementation. Put it simply, Way Omega is like that bird in the bush. Path Alpha is like that bird you have in the hand. So it is, Path Alpha is bottom led, and it identifies with so many people and is the one that is carrying the day. So my dear viewers, that is the trick in Fathers of Nations. And next time you go through it, just understand the trick culminates out of the necessity of the chair, the host president refusing to chair the meeting at Banjul, the Gambia, and instead there's a new chair that comes in, and it's the new chair that has actually that particular trick. So that is it for today. Remember, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please do so. Hit that subscription button. Like and comment and share to help push this content to many people. Until next time, it is goodbye.